At 10:25 GMT, we're starting with a feast of African soccer. Ghana host Zambia on Friday in yet another fixture that will decide who progresses to the playoffs. Now, both countries are leading Group D of Africa's qualifying region. Ghana leads the group with 12 points. Zambia trail the Black Stars with 11. The Black Stars welcome back Kevin Prince Boateng, Michael Essien and Andre Dede Ayew to their squad as they aim for the point that will take them through to qualification. Their coach, Kwesi Appiah, says having all these players available suggests there's a high possibility of a win for the 2012 African champions. Zambia, however, if they are to get to the top of the group, must get all 3 points to progress. In another World Cup qualifier, Germany host Austria at the Allianz Arena in Munich on Friday as the European Zone Group C match goes underway. And that, of course, to take them one step closer to automatic qualification for Brazil 2014. Joachim Löw's side have dominated the group so far. They have 16 points from 6 games and they lead Austria, Sweden and the Republic of Ireland by 5 points with 4 games left to play. That said, though, there have been quite a few defensive failures in the last 3 matches, where Germany conceded 11 goals against Ecuador, the United States and Paraguay. They also have to contend with injuries to key players. All of those combined have diminished Germany's aura of invincibility. And the team will be without 3 key players, but overall, Germany will still be expected to beat Austria fairly comfortably to record a 9th successive victory against their neighbours. Now, Chinese martial art demonstrations with an African touch marked the opening of the 5th African Wushu competition in Madagascar. 12 countries will be competing in the 2 major categories of Kung Fu in the next 4 days. China and France will be competing as guest teams. Egypt, however, has the largest contingent there with teams of 12, 2 of whom, by the way, are women. The opening ceremony that you can see right now on your screen was attended by the Madagascar head of state, Andry Rajoelina, where Chinese monks showcased the different events to be staged in the next few days. Jose Ragnarsson, president of Madagascar's Wushu Federation, praised Africans for their flexibility, but also argued that a lack of funding for Wushu's expansion across Africa needs to be urgently addressed. And finally, Andy Murray's US Open title defense ended with a whimper as it crashed out to a 6-4, 6-3, 6-2 defeat in the quarterfinals to 9th-seeded Swiss Stanislas Wawrinka. That match turned in the Swiss' favour at the end of the opening set, which was on serve at 5-4 to the Swiss, but ended in an enthralling 10th game. Murray made several errors, but he still managed to save 5 set points. He finally gave up, however, when he set a forehand long. Murray's struggles extended to the second set, where he allowed his opponent triple break points in the 6th game, and a double fault on a break point in the 3rd game of the final set wrapped up his afternoon. The defeat marked Murray's 2nd loss to Wawrinka this year, having fallen to the last 16 clash on clay at the Monte Carlo Masters in April. And that wraps up this edition of Africa Live. Do remember you can stay in touch with news from the continent on Twitter with the handle at CCTV News Africa and our Facebook page at CCTV Africa. Thanks for watching. See you at 1700 GMT. I'm Ramanyang in Nairobi.